I really like this shirt. It's so colorful and cool. I got it when I went to Mount Washington. Anyway, I remember seeing on the news recently the story about this grocery store that got shot up. It was a racially motivated attack against black people shopping at a grocery store for no other reason than that they were black. And it really doesn't shock me, which is really sad. Um, but it's just another, like, reflection of the racism that is still very much ingrained in our society. And I really don't understand. I don't understand what it is that makes people like so full of hate that they would go and commit random acts of violence against people for no other reason than that they're black. Like, what makes a person do that? Like, why? I really don't get it. And what's frustrating to me is people who say like, oh, well, there's always going to be racist people. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. That's just the way that it is. Like, no. And if you're not willing to like do anything to change it, then no shit, it's not going to change. And you don't have to be in the streets like protesting with Black Lives Matter. You could do something as simple as just calling out like the racism that you see. Like if you have a racist family member who tends to say a lot of racist shit, you could call them out on it and be like, hey, like I don't like what you just said. Like that wasn't right. That was racist. Don't say that kind of thing. Like even small things like that will affect some sort of change. And people that aren't even willing to do that, like, I mean, you're not helping the situation. Like, I don't like this fatalist idea or this, like, perfect solution fallacy where people think, well, people are always going to be like that. There's nothing I can do about it, so we shouldn't bother doing anything about it. Like, no. Um, if you don't do anything to correct a problem, then it's for sure never going to be resolved. If you're willing to actually do something to change it or make things better, then yeah, it can be resolved. And I'm not saying that it's just gonna magically go away overnight, but like, I don't know, I get very frustrated by people who aren't willing to do even just the bare minimum things to fight against like racism or prejudice or any sort of stupidity. Anyway, I think that racism is dumb and it harms people and it's just totally illogical. And it's like, there's so many other things that you could be focused on in life than how much you hate somebody because they look a certain way or because they're different from you. Like, I don't know, what kind of life is that where that's something that you think about so much that you're gonna go and like commit crimes and kill people? Like, I don't get it. I really don't.